number. Hey everybody, Peter Finch here, and today we're going to be looking at the first part of the golf swing, the takeaway. Generally speaking, the takeaway is classed as from when the club leaves the address position to when the club shaft becomes parallel with the ground. It's important to note that the takeaway isn't carved in stone. Many golfers have a non-technically proficient move off the ball and yet still hit successful golf shots. However, for most golfers and for most players watching this, there are a few fundamentals to bear in mind that will get your golf swing off to the best possible start. Because if you sweep that club too much on the inside, that can lead to an over-the-top movement. If that club goes away on the outside, you can cause a steep angle of attack coming down or a loop in there as well. So it is important to understand this section of the golf swing. But before we delve into the meat of the video, please get down into those comments below and let me know what other parts of the golf swing, the golf technique and golf in general you are struggling with. And you can't just say all of it. You've got to be a little bit more specific than that. And if you do enjoy this video and the channel in general, please bash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, to achieve a solid takeaway, we need three things to be present. We need rotation, we need connection, and we need set. The rotation is simple enough. You want the body, both upper and lower, to begin rotating and turning away from the target. Whilst this rotation begins, you also want the arms to stay connected to the body. And lastly, you need those wrists to begin to set to aid the rest of the backswing. Remember, the takeaway is about getting the rest of the golf swing set up in the best possible manner. So to achieve all those different aspects, here's a great drill that you can use. It'll ensure that you're hitting all those different checkpoints and you're managing the takeaway effectively. Now, for this drill, I always recommend golfers use cameras. If you are working on technique, you need the feedback. What you feel that you're doing might not necessarily be what you're actually doing. It's feel versus real. And using cameras will allow you to process the information better. So I have a camera set up directly in front of me at waist high, and then a camera behind me as well, which is set up in between my hands and the target. In this drill, which I'm doing on the mat, this assumes that you have a neutral setup, so you're trying to hit as straight as possible shot, but this can be adapted for draws and fades as well. So here I have an alignment stick. Now you can pick these up pretty cheap online, but anything of this sort of length which has a uniform thickness, basically any straight stick will do. Now all I'm going to be doing here is placing the alignment stick across the length of the grip on the side facing the target. And what this allows me to do is take my hold on the club with the alignment stick stuck fast to the side of the grip. Now I've got a 9-9 here, and in my setup you can see that the alignment stick is resting on my left hip. And at address there's a triangle formed between my arms and my shoulders. So what I'm going to do is maintain that triangle shape as I turn my body away from the target. And what you can see here from behind is that this club head sits pretty much in front of my hands when the shaft has reached parallel with the ground. I've maintained the triangle between my arms and my shoulders, and also the alignment stick is resting on my left hip. When viewed from behind here as well, you'll notice that the leading edge of the club, that actually matches my spine angle or my body angle. Now that's important because at this stage of the takeaway, that shows that the club face is remaining square to the target line. If I take my position back to address here, you'll notice that as my arms hang loosely from my shoulders, the club is already at a slight angle. Now, as I turn away with the body, my wrists now are ready to set. When they set, the alignment stick will come off the left hip. So I'm turning away, the wrists are now ready to get in that set position. So my recommendation is to do that drill about 10 times, just getting the feeling of what it's like. Maybe the last few speed it up a little bit so it's more of a swing feeling. Then put the alignment stick down, get in your setup position, have a couple of little rehearsals, just trying to get the feeling of what that practice swing was actually like, and then pull the trigger. And I found the green at the 18th at Carnoustie. Thank you very much. And the beauty of using cameras is what I can do, what you can do here, is I can take my practice swing, so with the drill, and then actually compare it to what I'm doing in my actual swing. to see if I'm actually hitting those angles and understand if the practice drill is actually moving its way into my proper technique. So everyone, just want to say a massive thank you for watching. Get down into those comments, let me know your golfing issues and if this is a drill that you've tried before on your takeaway. Follow me on my other social media platforms as well. They're all linked in the description below. Please give the video a thumbs up and we'll see you down here next time.